Namaste, everybody, and welcome to a flow yoga class. I am Aphinya. Thank you so much for showing up for yourself today. Today, I have a thought that I would love to build our practice toward the Vasisthasana, the full version of the pose. If you want to see me perform it right now, I probably will not be able to do it. But at the end, if I don't forget, that is one thing, because I always forget. Before we get into it, I will show you how and give you the option of what else you can do. However, in order to get us to that, we have to, stretch the body part and strengthening the body part the best we can, and do all of those elements, elsewhere again, and again. And then when we do the pose, hopefully it feels a little bit more at ease. So let's have fun with it, okay? The idea is, coming back to the mat, stretch, breathe, and always center to ourselves, because the world out there is not quite easy all the time. Having said that, would you please find your comfortable position and let's close your eyes. Let's welcome our breath. When we inhale, welcome our body, our souls. When you exhale, you let go. Let go what seems heavy, seem burdened. And when you inhale again, remember that you have new breath, new possibility, new energy to go right back in and support, enhance, and heal you. And we have to be really mindful to welcome those positive things. So our mind seems broadened, our chest is expanded, and our energy is softened to receive. Exhale, let go. Let's be mindful. Let's be playful. Let's be skillful in your practice today. You love yourself through the practice. You welcome the challenge that you will experience. You be skillful of choices that you will put into your practice. We join our hands together. We place this right in front of our own heart. And let's chant Om 3 times together. Take a deep breath in. Exhale fully. Another deep inhale, please. You bow your head towards your heart. Release your hands. Lift your chin. Open your eyes, sorry. Lie down to your back, please. I got a hint of mint in my cup and I remember. So on your back, stretch long out through your arms and your legs. I kind of pick the mint. Oh, that's good. Elongate your bones away from one another and you stretch your body side to side. I picked the mint leaf out from actually a pot in front of the, rock your hips side to side, please. The health grocery store, because they come back up. I'm like, oh, I take that. Circle your ankles away from one another. And just change the direction. From there, we go into Windshield Wiper. Feet hip distance apart, knees bend. And drop your knees side to side. Just be mindful with your, that how tight your back muscles and your hip muscles are, because you may have to move a little bit more slowly, and that is okay, always. Oh yeah, I got the adjustment. Bring your knees back up center. Have your knees together. Inhale, draw them toward the chest. Exhale, circle them away. They're gonna meet and then come back and repeat. Change direction, please. Whatever you would like to do with your arms and hands, please feel free to do so. You can land them any places, or massage your face, take care of your wrist. Then we bring arms and legs up toward the ceiling from here. We can shake the wrist, the ankle, or you can circle them, or you can do both. I feel like something's in my eyes, but I think it's an allergy. Let's do that. Happy baby. Hold the outsides of your feet, like kick into it. Really feel the opening in that hips. You can rock side to side if you like. One of the elements of full size plank is kicking the leg to the side. So that is our adductor muscles, which means that we have to stretch them as often as we can. So we're gonna do one here. So you hold your left leg and you let go of your right, okay? And use a strap if you have to. And we are going to kick the left leg to the left with your right leg either knee bent or straight. So when you kick, you also pull the left foot towards you. That pulling is intensify the stretch, which means you can pull as little as you have to. Your right leg, I want you to use it wisely to help you to keep your hip crest facing the ceiling, okay? When you bend your knee, you actually can use your right leg to leverage the left leg. If you make it straight and grab it to the floor, that is a little harder, but it doesn't mean that you cannot do it. You just really have to use your core to feel that you ground the whole right side of your body on the floor. Let me stretch. Inhale, come up. That's good for now. Let's go to get into the hamstrings muscles. If you have a strap, use the strap. If you can, bite the hand and you like the feeling, it's a good option too. Or you can hold the big toes with your 2 fingers. I should go grab the strap. I hand it to Jeff, but my husband, he's not going to get a chance to stretch any longer because the baby is up. And then you bend your left knee, we go left ankle above the right knee. And you draw your right leg in slowly. You can leave it on the floor and just square, the left shin and pull your left knees away from you. This is actually a good start for us who are really, really tight. I used to give a private lesson to a very tight client, and that's what only he can do it. He cannot go further than that. And no big deal, as long as you stretch, you're good. And we change side, please. So we go right leg, happy baby, right? So you pull your right knee toward the floor first. So that is also the hip things here. And whenever you're ready, you can kick your right leg to the right. Use your hands or strap. Inhale, bring it up toward the ceiling. and you work your left leg, to soothe your body. We're still in the first part of the practice. So don't expect too much if you really feel super tight here. Keep breathing, keep moving, keep stretching. Stay soft on your face. And we go, bend the knee, get your right ankle above the left knee, square the chin. You can move that left leg in and out too, that is really helpful. I feel like Tayati go like 100 miles per hour right now. Okay. One more breath. And when you let go, get your hands and your feet up toward the ceilings again. Shake them, circle them. Let's go into our bridge pose. Don't forget to make room for your throat, just enough. Exhale, come down to the floor with your spine. Hug your knees on your chest. Rock side to side. Roll onto one side or rock back and forward. And come onto your seat. Extend your legs in front of you. Shake, 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 shake. Hand back behind you. If you can you circle your shoulder up and back? And then forward. Twist side to side. And from here we go leg wide apart. Another chance to stretch the adductor. We need them to be as open as we can. Circle the spine. Don't forget to change direction. Add side stretch. Move with your breath. You can stay on one side longer and add another or a couple breaths to stretch it deeper if you like. Or you can just go side to side. Oh yeah. Last one on each side, please. And from here, can you circle your shoulders again, up and back? You can hold at the tip of your shoulder, or you just don't do it. Okay. Change direction. Now, go back to hold the shoulder and bring your elbows in. Inhale. Spine long, exhale, open. Repeat. And let go. Shake your wrist, and we're gonna meet in all four, please. Let's work your back muscles. Keep on doing that. We drop the knee side to side first. Why don't we go child's pose from here? Toe together, knees apart. And let's do cat-cow with the motion of go forward and back, okay? So you go forward toward your wrist, and you go backward toward your heel. Two more. Last one here. Inhale to your tabletop, and then spinal circulation. You do one more, and you change direction, please. Last one. Thread the needle, right hands under. Inhale, unthread, turn your body open to the right, right arms overhead. This easy side stretch right here, you can use it as your very first version of side plank if you're really, really weak. Just gonna remind you that facing the floor, exhale. Right leg forward. Move your right leg to the right, body diagonal to the left, so we go into our lizard pose, okay? I really have something in my right eyes. It's that to bug me. Breathe. Pyramid pose. Oh yeah. cross your left leg behind your right leg, cross leg Uttanasana here. You can move your body side to side. It's your choice. Enjoy that. Carefully bend your knees, step your left leg back, pivot to the left, up. Feet parallel toward one another. Tuck your chin, put your thighs apart, and you're gonna make your choice to either get your body straight down and under, or you can dangling your body side to side. You can get into the hip stretch if you like. Then mindfully turn back toward the front of the mat. We step the right leg back. Spread your fingers apart, downward facing dog. Take the time to use the dog to really stretch. If you can ground your feet into the floor and you keep your heels down and you bend your knee, you are going to stretch your calf muscles. That is really, really cool. If you straight your leg completely, you are going to stretch your hamstring more. And inhale, plank pose. Knees down, exhale, round your back, child's pose. Inhale, go forward toward your wrist, arch your back, cow pose. Tuck your toes under, hips up, exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, go forward toward your wrist and get your knees down, exhale, child's pose. Inhale, cow pose. Tuck your toes under, exhale, downward facing dog. Keep you going like that with your breath, please. Make it as slow as you want to. Two more, please. When you're done, we thread the needle, left hand under. You stay with your breath and with your body. Carefully unthread. Turn your body open to the left. Left hands overhead. Long left side stretch here. Carefully exhale toward the floor. Left leg step forward to the left. Lizard pose with the option of your right leg. pyramid pose. Both legs straight, stand a little shorter, right? Hug your thighs in, spine nice and long. And then you stretch. Please, I don't get to use block yet, but that doesn't mean that you have to do what I do, okay? Block, it just make your arms longer and help your spine to elongate. And if you're tighter, you need them, use them. Cross your right leg behind your left leg. Cross leg Uttanasana. Wow. I don't know how to live my life without stretching. Just and carefully bend your knees, step your right leg back. Pivot to the right, okay? And have your feet parallel to one another. So you come into the space of Pasarita Padottanasana again, or you can get into Goddess Pose or Skandasana. And just check with your body, feel your desire, and just honor them. No matter what you choose, as long as you stretch those muscles. It feels good. Yeah, my shoulder, my wrist. Then carefully, you turn back toward the front of the mat and you step your left leg back, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Repeat, inhale, plank. Exhale, dog. And you keep going. Then carefully come down onto your hands and knees. Get your right leg back and up. Left hand forward and up. Let's do one that is not too much work on the wrist yet. Open to the side, inhale. Back center, exhale. Go beneath your belly, inhale. Exhale, extend. 2 more, each direction, please. And land your left hand down. Turn your body open to the right. Right foot to the floor, right arms overhead. Remember, this is your first option for your side plank for anyone who are weak. And then exhale, you turn toward the floor. Step your right leg forward. Come upright with your body. Hold your left foot with the hand, square the hip, root your tailbone down. Spine left. And you move your body with breath. So exhale, you try to lunge forward. Okay. Inhale, you grow the spine nice and long. You will feel that motion much easier in our high lunge, in our warrior one, or in our low lunge. But this is a lot of constriction, so the movement is not as obvious, but we stretch exactly the same muscles here. which means if this doesn't serve you well right now, you can change into those three words. Three words. Those three poses that I just said it to you. Next, exhale, let go of your left leg, left hand to the floor, and we'll twist to the right. You can straight your left leg or not. We're twisting. Toward the floor, exhale, right hand come down. Three-legged dog, kick your right leg back and up, opening the hips, bend the knee, kick it to the left. Extend your right leg straight, square the hip, come forward to plank, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Two more. Come down onto your knees. Get your left leg go back and up. Right hands go forward and up. Inhale, open to the side. Exhale, back center. Inhale, beneath your belly. Exhale, extend. Two more each direction, please. And then your right hand on the floor. Turn your body open to the left, left leg down, left arms overhead. Nice stretch here. And you turn toward the floor. Exhale, left leg step forward with your right knee down, or you can do high lunge, or warrior one, or low lunge. Okay. We hold the right foot with the hands and we go upright with the body. We draw the core in the best we can. Spine grows long. Each exhale, we lunge the best we can. One more breath. As you exhale, let go of your right hand and the foot, and we twist to the left. Untwist, left hand down. Left leg kick back and up, opening the hip, bend the knee. Kick it to the right, and you push your chest through. Extend your left leg straight, square the hip, come forward to plank, inhale. Let's hold here. This is one of the elements. It just hold the weight on the wrist, but right now we do facing downward. Really push the floor away from you. Downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose. Next exhalation, you lower down to the floor. Chaturanga Dandasana. You pick your back bend, right? You can do locust. You can do swing. You can do cobra. You can do a combination of poses. I want you to work with breath for now. So really get that shoulder blades onto your back when you inhale, and maybe add lift. And when you exhale, you relax and you let go. Next exhalation, just relax and stack the hands, foreheads on them. Stay here and breathe. Inhale, move up and away from the floor. Now we are going to do side planks on our forearms, okay? So you use your right forearms, you diagonal it to the left, and you turn your body to the left. Now, the side plank, your legs can be in so many places. If you're weak, especially you here close to the floor, you can have your knees bent together. You just push from the right forearm and come up and stay here. And you can use this as your side plank today. Or you straight the bottom leg, have the top leg knees bent in front, or actually the back also, good. And then you lift and you stay. Or you can stack the foot and stay, or you can lift one leg off from the floor. So if you cannot be on your rest and you can be onto your forearms, you can use this as your side plank for today. Okay. And go toward the floor and switch to the other side. Here we go. And carefully turn toward the floor. Okay. Come down first. And carefully go up and back. Downward facing dog. We step the right leg forward between the hands. We go into warrior one, please. Hip square. Work with the breath. With your heart open, your core is engaged, draw in. You feel like you draw your gut into your back. So you go into the opposite direction with your chest. And you move with breath. So you really stretch the muscles. Hands down to the floor. Kick your right leg back and up. Inhale. Right knee to the nose. Exhale. Push the floor away from you. Kick it back and up. Inhale. Come forward to plank. With your right leg lift or not. Lower down Chaturanga Dandasana. You can have your knees on the floor. I want 3 breaths in your back bend here, please. And choose between child's pose or downward facing dog. Left leg forward between the hands. Warrior one. Next exhalation, hands down. 3-legged dog with your left leg go back and up. Inhale. And then get your left knee to your nose. Kick it back and up. Inhale. Come forward to plank with your left leg, lift or not. Chaturanga Dandasana. Pick your back bend here. Once again, 3 breaths. I want you to stay in your back bend here a little longer so you can focus on heart opening. Down dog or child's pose, please. Right leg step forward between the hands. We're going to go to warrior 3. Not going to be that long. Warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Extend side angle pose, please. Carefully, exhale, turn toward the floor. So your left hands come down, we step forward with the left leg, Uttanasana. Feet hip distance apart. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale, we forward fold, we stretch the hamstring here, okay? Inhale. Exhale, fold. And then bend your knees, lift your toes up. Utkatasana, chair pose, spread your toes. Course in, spice, lift. Work with breath. Get the shoulder blades onto your back. Stand tall, push into your feet. Inhale, reach high. Heart lift, exhale, Uttanasana. Flow is here, everybody. You can rest if you choose. Inhale, elongate the spine. Step back, plank. Lower down. Back bend. Down dog or child's pose, please. Left leg step forward. Warrior 3. Remember, we're going to be here just for short. Bend your left knee, warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Extend side angle pose. Exhale, facing the floor. Step your right leg forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, elongate the spine. Flow, please, or rest. And we meet in downward facing dog or child's pose. If you need to rest your upper body, a little bit child pose will be really, really good. And you give, your wrist also a rest. Now we go from here to side plank, so we do the right side first. This is opportunity to learn, to see how strong, your upper body is, and also your rest. And your left leg is straight, right? With your right leg with your right leg straight. Your left leg, you can bend at the knee and have the foot right there to help you push your weight more toward the back the best you can. How about we switch side? Vasisthasana on the left. You also want to carry weight more toward your feet than the wrist on the floor, okay? Downward facing dog, please. Come down to your knees. Let's do forearm dog pose. Here's your dolphin right here. I really feel like, let's really get into that chest opening here. Try to move your chest back, the best you can. And forearm plank pose. Forearms, side plank on your right, diagonal your right forearm to the left. So learn to do it this way. If this feels better on your, by not using your wrist, you do so. You're free to do whatever with your free legs and free hands. Switch side. Diagonal your left forearm to the right. You can make your forearm parallel to the front edge of the mat too, definitely. Child's pose, please. Come up onto your hands and knees. We get the right leg back and up, and left hand forward and up. Now you're going to do the back bend here. Bend your right knee, swing your left hand, hold your right foot, or use a strap. Okay. Push from the floor. Push it. Feel the energy move up, 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 and then you kick your right foot into your left hand and up. Lift the heart. Exhale, you relax gently, and then you kick again, and you push the floor away from you again, and you relax. 2 more breaths. And the next exhale, when you let go of your right leg, extend your left arms and your right legs away from one another. Have your left hand down, turn your body open to the right. And right arms overhead. Remember, this is your first version of the side plank, facing the floor. Right leg forward. Humble warrior. Interlace the hands behind the back and bow down. Now, you don't like this version, you can do lizard pose again, which means your hands are on the floor. We go from here to runner stretch. Or you can build it stronger into split or Hanumanasana. 2 options. And you lift your chest up and away from your right leg, and we're just going to drag the right leg back to meet the left knee. Drop the hip side to side. Then come back center, open your knees, hip distance apart. Kick your left leg back and up, right hand in front, bend your left knee, hold your left foot with the right hand. Inhale, kick, extend the heart. Exhale, relax gently. Repeat. No gripping in your jaw. Last one. And then extend the arms and the legs away from one another. Right hand down, turn your body open to the left. Easy side stretch here. And then facing the floor. Step your left leg forward, humble warrior. What time is it? Go from here to runner stretch or Hanumanasana, please. When you do the split, your torso can be upright, which means you actually will focus on the back leg muscles more. You can have your body go forward into the floor, which means you are going to focus on the front leg muscles more. Yeah. And carefully move your left leg to meet the right. Drop your hips side to side. Take a seat and open your legs wide apart. And let's stretch your adductor muscles again. So Upavista Konasana. So this time we are really going to stretch it. This is one of the areas that we can get a maximum stretch of this muscle, the best your body can do. Like, if you look at this pose as a levering for the side plank with the full stretch in terms of the flexibility, I have to say that the closer your body is to the floor, the chances that you can kick your legs up is greater. That is one element of it. It's not all of them. You need to have the strength as well, of course. Inhale, come up and away from the floor. Let's do side stretch here. Left arms overhead. Switch sides, please. I feel like the strap is actually a bit better for my body. No. Inhale, come up and away from the floor. And from here, we're going to go back to downward facing dog. And we are going to do side plank, not the full version yet, okay? And inhale, take plank. And then you do side plank on your right once again. So go into your outside edge of your right leg and your right palms, right? Push your weight back toward your right foot the best you can and stay side plank and see how stable you are here. Once again, your right arms and your left arm and your left legs are free. You can do a lot with them. Feel that? Facing the floor. Step your left leg forward. We go into half moon pose here. So left hand on the floor on the block, right leg lift, right arm overhead. This is also a good pose to make you feel exhale facing the floor. That will help. Step your right leg back, hand to the floor with your side plank too. Left leg kick back and up, opening the hip, and step forward into pigeon pose, please. Like any poses that help your oblique to become stronger, that will help us in also our side plank. Inhale, lift yourself up and away from that hip and take a seat. Okay. Swing your legs in front of you. Now carefully lie down onto your back, and we're gonna work on that left leg again. Okay, go into the happy baby. Pull your left leg really straight down to the floor with the knees bent. With the hip opening, so we're gonna see that we're gonna kick the left leg to the left. Use a strap or your own hands. Right? And see how much stretch we get out from a lot of the stretch that we have done earlier. Because this is our side plank on the kicking part of it. Bring it up toward the ceiling, hamstrings. And we do bicycle 20 times. Please, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Come down to the floor. Drop your knees side to side. Then we're gonna go into side plank again. You can roll on one side, get yourself to downward facing dog safely. You can rock back and forth and shoot yourself back into plank, and you can do floor first or not. Right. I'm gonna facing the back of the mat so I can facing the front, facing the camera. Camera, that's what I'm trying to say. Then you go forward to plank, inhale. Then you do side plank on the left. Right. Really spread your fingers apart here. Push the weight back toward your left leg. I feel like the right leg, the more I lift it, the more I can push my weight back further toward the foot. and then facing the floor, right leg forward, and we step, lift the left leg, and we get into our half moon pose here. Exhale, facing the floor. Bend your right knee, step your left leg back. Okay. Hands down, kick your right leg back and up. Inhale. Hips open, and exhale, we step the right leg forward into our pigeon pose. And inhale, you move up and away from the floor. You take a seat onto your right seat. You're opening the hip to the left. You swing your legs in front. You come down to your back. Okay. And you go into happy baby right leg. When you're ready, you kick your right leg to the right and pull it towards you. And you extend your left leg straight. Yeah. Bring it up toward the ceiling. And we go into bicycle 20 more times. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Come down. Hug your knee toward your chest. You rock side to side. Now, from here, we're going to go try our side plank. Okay. If you do your forearms side plank because you don't like the feeling on your wrist, and you do, the full version of it, I think the best, I should show. Okay, stop that for now. Sit down and watch. Let me show you what the full version of Vasisthasana look like first. Good. That's it. That is not easy. That doesn't mean easy. The tough part is when you move the top leg that is free around to hold it and try to kick and try to stretch it, you wobble, okay? And that is the scary part for us that we have to build toward. So let's say how you hold the foot. If you use a strap, right? Let me do the full version one first. One thing you need to learn to do, which I think is really beneficial, is when you take side plank, And then you learn to bend the bottom knee and really ground the foot down to the floor. You can see, and I really push my weight there. So the reason for that is that I have the whole foot and the whole hands on the ground. It's not just the edge of it, which means it's less touch the ground, which means it's less foundation. When you have more perimeter of your body on the floor, the more solid you are as a foundation, right? So when you take side plank, you have to learn to, okay, I'm gonna bend the knee and really have the weight toward that, and then you get the top legs off the floor. And from there, can you hold it with your finger, the thumb, or you can use a strap. And you have to do it quick, of course, especially for us who are not so strong in the upper body strength. And then from here, you can, straight the bottom leg back and push the weight from the wrist back toward the feet and lift the legs up higher. I'm going to do it again. Do the other side. You can watch first. Yeah, you go into side plank, weight onto the foot, grab the strap, put it on the top legs. And you either, get the top leg straight first, you can see, and then get the bottom leg straight. When you straight the bottom leg, your weight is going to go back toward the wrist, and you're going to try to do your best to push your weight from your wrist back toward the back leg by lifting the hip up higher. Let me do it without talking so much. Here we go. I have the strap. Right. Let's say I straight the top leg first, straight the bottom leg, lift the hips up, push your weight back, push the weight back toward the back leg. There. Once again, on the other side. Right. Now, with the kicking of the leg, you can do either one of them. Bend the knee, hold the foot. Now I'm going to straight the bottom leg first. And then I kick the top legs. I actually kick it in front and I turn my hip up toward the ceiling. Get the hips high. And push the weight, really go back toward the back leg. For us who are on the forearms, the pose will feel a little different, but you can play around with that. If you're ready to do the full version of the side plank on your wrist, please do that. Now for us on the forearms, right, when you're here, let's see. I don't think you really have to. Maybe you can. Yeah. Straight back up. Not bad. The difference between the forearms and the wrist is that the curve of the size of your body will feel different. When you have more space, you can curve your spine more than when you have less space, which means when you're on your forearm. So you're really close to the floor. It's not that really easy to really, the feeling is like not really easy to arch your back. Keep trying. Not bad. Please be careful to do the pose without rounding your shoulder. You really want to get the shoulder blades up and back. And that's why I try my best to opening your heart. This is a very important piece of the full Vasisthasana as well. And as you know from full Vasisthasana, sometimes we go into the wide thing. Right. Okay, one more time. Here we go. On your own, add wide thing if you like. And when you're done, your next pose is your Shavasana, of course. Just make sure that before you go into your Shavasana, you give the love to your body one last time. Maybe you have to kind of massage your wrist, circle your wrist, take care of your shoulder, take care of your hip, take care of your back. And give the attention to them first. And then you go into your Shavasana. Okay? Or if you want to stay on plank, on your side plank, because you feel strong today, you are welcome to do that. I actually feel like the more I do it, when I have energy, the easier, of course, because you hit the muscle again and again, the easier it feels in my body anyway. See you in the next video, everybody. Maybe actually next week I may go to Buffalo. I have to talk to my girl about that. Namaste.